it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Tuesday. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. 11:02, Lincoln. Wait for the good weather to start showing up tomorrow. Just in time for us to leave. Early bird flight, Bach. Early flight to try to beat some of the traffic and get to Houston. So that's what the plan is. For that, greatly appreciate y'all hanging out with us. 402-464-5685, Starter Heyman text line. On the Lincoln hotline, we appreciate all of you on the text line and all of the continual conversation that we're having. You can follow on the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo, channel 961. Download the Ticket app. Do it. Tuesday requires a loud and proud boom. Yes, sir. Got a good one for you today. 2 hours today. Kara Crowd today. So one-on-one. Hour one. In the second segment, 11:30, comedy giant Adam Carolla will join us. He is going to be in town the entire weekend. He'll be in Lincoln, entire weekend. So if you're going to be around, if you're not going to Houston, around town, you may see Adam Carolla. And he is I don't throw that phrase out there without much consideration, but I'm not sure in the comedy and the broadcast space for comedy, I'm not sure there are many that have done all the things that Adam Carolla has done and been a part of. So we'll talk to him 11:30. Pete Kobelt from Husker Tennis will join us in the noon hour. He picked the Huskers going to Sweet 16. We have it on tape. Not mega. He said it's happening. So we will talk to him about this week, Sweet 16, what's going on with the men's program, the women's program with 2 top 25 wins as well. So shout out to Hermando Magro. Bach, kind sir, how the heck are you?
Hey, not too bad here. It's like you said, just waiting for the weather to get a little bit better, but certainly just still on cloud nine from the recent events of Husker basketball.
Yeah, it hasn't worn off, right? The reality of it, the celebratory nature of it, and then the reality that not only was the team as good as we hoped they were, right? We now can dream a little bit about how good they can be. Bach, I'll ask you, and I'll ask the text line, how far can this team go? How far can this team go? Now, you don't control your opponent. You don't control who your opponent is going to be. But, Bach, if we look at the remaining teams in the NCAA tournament, there's really nobody to be afraid of. Right? I mean, let's go through it. We understand the matchup that is Iowa. And you're in the Sweet 16. So you're one of the top 16 programs in the country based on that base level thinking. Fair to say that Nebraska's top 10 in your mind, Bach?
It's tough. I'll just go with ESPN's rankings. They came out with, they re-ranked the 16 teams. They've got Nebraska 13th ahead of Tennessee, Iowa, and Texas.
So here's the part, right? Because if they're going to do the reseeding, and that's its own relative thing. If they're going to reseed, you're reseeding, and Nebraska is ahead of Iowa. Fair?
Yeah.
So Nebraska beats Iowa, and then they're in the 8. of their likely opponents, Illinois and Houston, also would be seated in the top 10. Fair?
Yeah.
I think that's the point, is Nebraska not only has gotten there, they've effectively done what they could do to get there. So they beat the people they were supposed to beat, right? Because technically they were ranked higher than Vanderbilt, but maybe not favored against Vanderbilt. Who's favored? Nebraska, Iowa.
Nebraska.
So we can in fact dream. We can see this thing happening. Does Nebraska have everything required to be one of the 8 best teams in the country?
Yeah.
Right? What are those things, Bach, that if we made a list of all the traits that the elite 8 teams should have, would have? Great leadership at the top, right? A successful and a knowledgeable head coach, a personality and a culture that can be consistently lived and played, right? Their rules of engagement are things that they can do on a regular and consistent basis. That is a fair thing to say. Often they will tell you is to have a skilled big man. A skilled big man. That is somebody that can get you points when you need in a possession, big rebounds, solid defender. Nebraska has that, correct?
Yep.
Veteran leadership at the point guard position. Right? We can go back to the Tommy Amakers and Mateen Cleaves, all the way back to Eddie Jordan and company. We can go back to Phil Ford, John Lucas. We could go back to Juan Dixon. We can Steve Blake if you want to go that route. Isaiah Thomas. We can go back to great point guards, Magic Johnson, where great point guards helped facilitate a long, deep run in March. Still on board?
Yeah.
Okay. An electric, explosive, almost volatile scorer, right? Somebody that can get you a bucket on a regular and consistent basis. We have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the supplemental players who will do all the things required defensively and offensively to keep the machine moving. Supplemental players who do, and I don't want to call them role players, but these are supplemental players who will do all of the things: tough rebounds, ball on the floor, setting picks, being vocal defensively and offensively, being facilitators. We have those things, right?
Yeah.
And then the plus one normally is someone off the bench who can get you a bucket in a time of need, right? That can come off the bench and not have the moment be too big for one of your 6th or 7th best players to get a bucket. Nebraska has that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then add the intangible. The intangible we saw in OKC, which is this fan base. This fan base. The extra added energy provided by Nebraska basketball by its fan base. How many points a game do you think that's worth, Bach? How many moments in a game do you think Nebraska fans can help produce?
I mean, it certainly helps in the momentum category, which Nebraska can get going. They play off the fans. So, I mean, in football, I know in betting terms, usually give it like 3 points. And so in basketball, maybe somewhere around there, five points a game.
And we would fully admit that the fan base was worth 3 to 5 points Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right? So all of the things in play, all of those things that we talk about, if we said It checks the boxes, and it checks the boxes almost as completely as any other team remaining in the tournament. What am I missing? If I asked you, what is the one thing that Nebraska does not consistently have that leads to deep March success?
I think they're there. They can do it. So every team has a flaw. We've talked about that. Every team has flaws. So there are things that are missing, right? They don't have a huge amount of rim protection. The rebounding, could leave some to be desired compared to some of these other teams. I think what's interesting, and you can compare it over the years. I mean, Duke's got like 3 or 4 guys that are going to be picked in the first round. Arizona's got a couple of guys, so maybe like top end talent. But that's not always necessary to win a championship.
Right, top end talent. Let's go through. Can we think of a national championship team that didn't have top end talent? Can you think of any recent teams who did not have top end talent?
Pull up my championship list. I mean, usually these guys, and sometimes it's funny because you will think of it one way, right? Like Jalen Brunson is a college guy. He's not going to be good in the pros, but he's a great college player. It turns out he's a pretty darn good pro player. So you have to kind of go through that. I mean, generally, you are going to need somebody that is in that conversation or ends up being in that conversation as a result of their March run.
Yeah, I just found it interesting that as we talk about what's required to win in March, and this is why when we were having the discussion last week and 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, I kept saying all the boxes are being checked. Think about it this way, that one of the more valuable players for Nebraska we haven't even talked about. We don't talk about the defensive the way that Jamarcus Lawrence effectively redirects opponents' offenses. How high of an IQ this team has, a basketball in-game IQ this team has. We also don't talk about the toughness, the mental toughness, that in critical moments, you're able to remove chaos and play the game. Jamarcus Lawrence is as big a part of this run and this season as anybody we talk about, but we just don't talk about him a lot. And listen, by a show of hands, Bach, please tell me if you had going into Saturday's game, who in the pool had the first offensive play and the first offensive series and the first offensive bucket leading to an open 3 and an open made 3 by Berkay? Who had that in the pool? Bach, anyone?
I don't think so. I don't know if it's if it's a great game plan all the time, but it worked out.
I listen, when I saw the rotation and I saw him, and there's a thing that Husker shooters do, and they do it pretty well, and I would imagine it's coached and taught. But the footwork is consistent in getting in a position and preparedness for a catch and shoot 3. And when I saw Berkay's footwork, he was not in triple threat footwork. He was in catch and shoot footwork. And a part of me, to my core, Bach, in my heart, I was, oh no, Bach, Berkay's going to shoot this. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I'm not. I mean, I thought about that all game. Like, if you're watching this from the Vanderbilt standpoint, or everyone's seeing Nebraska,
Yeah.
and you just like look at that, it's like, oh, that guy can shoot too. Man, this team's good. And it's like, yeah, he can shoot.
Yeah, like I thought if you're Vanderbilt, you're going great possession, great defensive possession. It led to a Bear K3. Like we won. We can check the boxes. The great game plan. Let's take it to the crib. Like let's and then it goes down. And Buck, what was your reaction when it went down? Like, what are we doing?
Well, again, I don't think you want to rely on that too often. But it's not like he can't shoot. We've seen him make it before. He's just over the season. At the beginning of the season, he kind of had the green light to take those sorts of shots. And then I thought correctly, they kind of decided to tamper that down. Maybe wait till the end of the shot clock if he's going to hoist up a three. But got the green light again there on Saturday. So.
Oh man, I thought in full that I wanted to. I kept waiting for the game to get its personality, and the personality is generally this: if a team starts hot, they will come back to the pack. A lot of the conversation for the women's tournament is that teams start off hot and they just stay hot. Like you've got these routes that are happening, these 40-point wins that are going on in the women's tournament. In the men's tournament, that's really difficult to do. It's really difficult to do because they're good teams. They have some point, and then the human element comes into it that you get up 20 and you exhale and you start to do some other things. Nate Linder talks about the human nature that you want to put that away and not let people in games, if you have them down, put your as they say, put the proverbial foot on their throat and let them play through. But I kept in the back and forth. The late Iowa lead gave me some comfort in they were going to stop. I mean, the late Vanderbilt lead, that it was going to give them some reason to pause, to stop doing what they were doing. And their movement stopped a little bit. They kept wanting to get in the paint. Like the mid-range game for them, that wasn't what they were doing. That wasn't where they were having success. And so I felt a little bit better about it. But
well, of course, Nebraska switched to zone. I don't know if we talk about that too much, but that was a defensive adjustment they made that seemed to be rather effective down the stretch.
Yeah, and there's some real guts to that, right? There's some real Nate Linder marbles that, when it was pitched, like when the idea was pitched, hey, what are your thoughts on, and those conversations happen quite a bit. Hey, what are your thoughts on switching up a thing, right? You go through that. And Fred talked about it yesterday in an interview that, yeah, it was pitched and he thought, well, anything to get them out of their rhythm, even if it's just for a possession or two, and it's stealing possessions. Like you don't expect or want for it to be necessary to win. But in certain games, certain opponents, those 2 or 3 plus possessions are necessary. They're absolutely necessary. And so to go through that, you have to shout out whoever made that decision. I felt like this. Going 1-3-1 was a good decision. I actually expected it earlier. Just from a foul, when Jamarcus has 4 fouls, then you have to kind of go, okay, what are you doing? Like you have to do something. And if Kale's not matching effort and energy, then you have to, in order to keep Jamarcus on the floor to get the offensive looks that you need, right? Because Vanderbilt was defending, they weren't defending Kale in space. Like they were challenging Kale to shoot the 3. And Kale didn't want to do it. So then you have to go back to the guy that at least will hold a defender, will delay an extra defender. And that's what they did. And it was pretty interesting along the way. The texter says this, that Jamarcus was average against Iowa last time. Let me say this, and Bach, read the text as it was sent.
Yeah, it says Jamarcus Lawrence was average at best last time playing Iowa, covering Sturts.
Okay. I always tell people be careful with that. Bach, do you remember what Sturts' numbers were for that game at PBA?
Last time out was 4 of 10 from the field, 11 points, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals on the other end.
Is that below average for him?
That's below average for him.
That's way below average for him.
He averages almost 20 a game.
Yeah, no, we're not. No. No, that's not what happened. He didn't have his best day shooting, but let me tell you, when you work, I would tell players all the time, if you're going to struggle on offense, do not struggle on defense. Empty the tank on defense. We will find other ways to score, but I need you to empty the tank on defense. I find that I thought his performance was gritty. It was tough. I thought there was depth to it. He was also a great help defender along the way. As a matter of fact, a couple of the big plays that he made defensively also came into it. So plus 2 steals, and he made Sam a better defender that day too. So yeah, I get a little careful about that. I like the way he played against Iowa. I like the way the team played against Iowa. And I think that there's a lot of room for better play from Nebraska against Iowa. I think neutral officials are going to call this differently than Big Ten officials did. Bach, does that make you feel any kind of way with neutral officials, not necessarily Big Ten officials on the Sweet 16 stage?
I don't know. I mean, officiating seems to be a hot button topic no matter what. So, I mean, we'll see. I maybe there's allowed a little bit more physicality. Iowa has to grit out these possessions a lot of the time, and so that's what's interesting about Sturts is he's bailing them out. He's like the end of the shot clock. Hey, do something with it type of guy. Yet he's shooting 48% on the year. That's why when you look at it, his 2 matchups on Nebraska, shooting about 38% on the year. So, I mean, he did so. Lawrence and Nebraska did so well that it caused SIP to go viral, Iowa viral, not believing in Bennett Sturts. So, I think Nebraska's done pretty darn well against him so far.
Yeah, I'm a member of that club as well. So, anyway, we will go to break. We will get back to Husker basketball in the 12 o'clock hour, but up next, special guest. He's coming to town for Howler Comedy Club tour appearance. We will bring in comedy giant Adam Carolla, who will join us via the Honda Lincoln hotline when we come back to One-on-One.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Good news, LES customers. Even though their lobby at 2620 Fairfield Street closes July 31st, they've still got plenty of convenient ways to support you. Find your best options at les.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm. The afternoon high around 70. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a light wind, low around 47. Tomorrow, we'll see most of the sunny skies return with a light breeze. Be hot. The afternoon high near 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Oh, Bach, we have to remember, send John Cena his check. We're using his stuff. Probably an issue. Don't want his attorneys. He's a nice guy, but he ain't that nice. He ain't going to let me use his music for free. It is a special weekend. There are very few people that when you give them credit, it seems like you're blowing smoke up their pants. But there are very few pioneers, people who have done so many things at the highest level and have actually been the people who cut down the path for other artists to do what they're currently doing. Our next guest is one of those people. I was talking to Brett Ernst last month, and Adam Carolla came up in conversation because he talked about the whole podcast and radio business, the innovative way to go about it. It's interesting that we get the call, hey, can you make time for Adam Carolla? Yeah, we're going to make time for Adam Carolla. He is our guest on the Honda Lincoln Hotline. First of all, good morning, kind sir. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Sir, so Adam's going to be in Nebraska for 4 shows. He's doing 2 shows at Howler Comedy Club. Ticket reports are crazy good. So much so they had to add a 4:00 show because folks were there, and there's some VIP meet and greet sort of situations there. Adam, why have you been to Nebraska? Have you been to Lincoln, Nebraska?
I'm going to say yes, but it's been a long time.
wasn't that memorable? That it is a real thing. Your tour is kind of for me, it's a reason to plant a flag to talk about all the things that have done, especially in this business. When it comes to radio and podcasting, you've done it all, and you've been a pioneer in new ways of doing radio and broadcast. Let me ask, what's your favorite thing about what you do? Now you're doing it under your own name. It's the Adam Carolla Show. But what's your favorite thing about being able to control and deliver the conversations that you're able to have, no matter what the topic?
I just like the fact that there is no middleman and don't need a studio or executive anymore. I'll go out for my vlogs and just go tour some home that's being rebuilt in the Palisades and just film it with one guy and edit it and throw it up, and a bunch of people watch it and they enjoy it. And there's no makeup, there's no hair, there's no wardrobe, there's no studio. It's just sort of get your camera, go outside, find some content, and share it with people. And it's not how I started out, but I like it. It feels sort of liberating.
How do you decide on what the hot topic for you is? You're well-rounded. Brett Ernst called you a Renaissance man. He said literally you could have a conversation with Adam Carolla about anything. How do you decide what's hot to you, or is it what you think is hot to your listeners? How do you make that choice?
I just talk about stuff that interests me, and I'll try to see if I can make it interesting for the listeners as well. But it's got to be something I'm interested in. And there's stuff I don't have, people say, oh, you have a take on everything. I don't have a take on where Savannah Guthrie's mom is. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I don't speculate. I don't have thoughts. Leave it to everyone else but me. And I don't even weigh in on it because why should I don't know. But then you get to, Palisades and fires and permitting and the city of Los Angeles and building and codes. And I have 2,000 thoughts on that I talk about.
Here's the thing. I lived in Orange County, so I spent time out there. I know people out there who know you. And the first thing I posted that you were going to come on the show, and immediately they start talking about, he was a pretty good athlete. And I always tell people be careful about the pretty good athlete thing, and was. But they said Carolla's an absolute dog. They said you were an all-state caliber lineman. What truth is there to that?
There's a little bit of truth to it, but I was first team all San Fernando Valley, basically, is what I was. And I got some scholarships to medium size, Marshall's probably the best football school. I got a scholarship to. Offers in smaller schools, and that was about it. So there's some truth to it, but not that much.
And they said that. So there's the historical boxing meetup and match. They say that anything sports, you are all in. I caught a recent podcast where you're talking about the Ronda Rousey return, and we have Anthony Smith from UFC on Wednesdays, and he and I will talk about it. I'll ask you about it. What are your thoughts on the return? This Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey return. What does it mean to you as a sports fan?
It'll be fun. It'll be a spectacle. It'll be a reason to invite a few people over and order pizza. It's going to be better than Tyson and Paul. It sort of has to be. And I think if Ronda Rousey can get her hands on her, she's gonna win. But we'll see if she can get her hands on her.
Yeah, that's been the thing. Your comedy tour again makes its way to Lincoln, Nebraska Sunday. 2 shows, and I believe the later show is sold out. I think there are 1s and 2s available for the early show in that. Are you following the NCAA tournament at all? Because this town is going to be crazy when you get here with the Huskers making the Sweet 16 for the first time ever.
Oh, that's good. It's always good when the town's in a good mood,
to tell jokes for 90 minutes and not have angry folks. Fingers crossed that Saturday result.
I'll say there is a problem with the town, the hometown team making the whatever. If they're playing when I'm performing, it's hard to get people into the club because everyone's cheering them on. So I hope there's not a game on Sunday.
No, they did well by you. They're playing Thursday and Saturday, so you'll have a packed house. It's a great room. The Howler Comedy Club. It's a newer club, newer spot. There's an amazing beer house down in downtown Lincoln, just walking distance from campus. Great meet and greet space, and then they've got a speakeasy with a hidden wall for folks to go through.
Wow!
To get to it. So Cody and the folks will treat you well. They've done well by previous comedians coming through. So it's a lot to look forward to. Adam Carolla is our guest coming to Lincoln. He's going to stop in Norfolk on the way in. You are like I am. I have difficulty with Norfolk. I'm from Virginia, and there's a certain way to say that. That gets you in trouble. What is the favorite thing that you've done first? What is to go through and be a pioneer in television, radio types of broadcasts? You're doing fix-it shows, and you're all over the place. Movies, the whole thing. What is your favorite first thing that you did? Is it the network that you created? Is it Ace? Is it any of the individual shows, or is it the last thing that you've done, which is your show and then this tour?
I like doing stand-up a lot. It's fun, and it's sometimes challenging, and the audiences are great. Now, I have a good time doing stand-up. But, doing radio, getting into radio, that was the biggest thing for me, because I was teaching boxing and I was a carpenter. And next thing you know, I'm on radio. And it was such a difference, Going from radio to podcasting is not that different. It's sit down, find the microphone, talk, interview people. It's not that dramatic, but going from a construction site into a radio studio, that is a massive change. And so it's the most pronounced for me.
You mentioned the stand-up part of it, and I'm going to be as absolute lowbrow as I can possibly be. I'm going to ask you that if you could craft and create a one-time, any era, the greatest stand-up tour to ever exist, but you get to pick 3 comedians to do the stand-up. You're the MC, but it's 3 people, 1 show. You want to put together the greatest comedy show ever. Who would you pick?
Oh, well, I'll go the deeper cut, because everyone always just goes, Richard Pryor and George Carlin,
Yeah.
And they're great. I would go Mitch Hedberg. I loved Mitch Hedberg.
Yes, rest in peace. Man.
I love that guy's stuff. I'll put Dave Attell on there too. Again, I'm trying to go a little deeper and a little less with the usual, Sam Kinnisons of the world.
Right.
Because everyone can do that.
Right.
And then the third person is going to be me, because then I would like to go out and tour with those guys. That'd be fun.
Look, we're allowed to be selfish in creating our own tour. Yeah. And it would be and that would be a great tour. Dave Attell, watched him work rooms all over the country, and it's never the same show. It's never the same vibe. For folks who have seen you or haven't seen you, what would you describe? Give the elevator pitch for what folks are going to see in Lincoln Sunday night.
I'm not, I don't tell long stories, and I don't do crowd work. I mean, I can, but I just don't. I don't know. I want to tell jokes. It's jokes. It's some stories. It's a lot of comedy. It's a lot of variety. It's not, political one way or the other. It doesn't have a lot of theme to it. The theme is what I think is funny. And but it'll always be true. Like, you'll always go, yeah, it's a good idea. Or how come I didn't think of that?
I'm coming back Sunday morning. I'll be in Houston with the basketball team. I told Cody, I need tickets to this one. Again, kind sir, let me say it to you directly. Not everybody in this business takes chances, takes risk. There are a lot of settlers. There are very few pioneers. You have created, and you're on that North Star of, hey, take a chance, especially on yourself, and tell these stories. Before we let you get out of here, can you give people 3 points to successful life, radio, podcasting, business, going from carpentry to this life that you're living? What are 3 keys? What are the things that you live by?
If something scares you, you should probably do it. It probably means you should try it. If you feel hesitant or a certain level of fear, you should do it. Don't have rules about what you do and what you don't do, or who you do it with, or something. But beneath you, or you don't work Sundays, or like you can't have any rules. The rules are sun shining, get out there, make some hay. And the third one is a lot of it is relationships. Do not piss off. Don't piss off the guy who's opening for you, because he may own 30 clubs 10 years from now, and you might need a job.
Amen. That is brilliant. I'm trying to explain that to people in this radio business, especially in the sports radio business.
Oh, man.
Adam, thank you, kind sir, for making time for our listeners and for putting it on your tour, coming to Lincoln, Nebraska. The Haymarket's going to love you. You'll love the Haymarket. There's a spring football game Saturday night, so if you get in from Norfolk early enough, the downtown will be busy. Tons of people down there. It'll be a great weekend.
Thanks for having me, and come out Sunday.
Yes, sir. I will offer a hand. He is Adam Carolla. Thank you, kind sir. See you Sunday. We'll go to break. More one-on-one to close out the hour.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top-quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal, because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Timco Building Company in Lincoln honors our fighting men and women of the military and all of the veterans who have gone before. We salute you and thank you for your sacrifice. We understand freedom comes with a price. Thank you for serving our country and defending our freedoms. Our prayers go with you and your families. Stay safe, stay strong, and may God bless America. This military tribute from Timco Building Company in Lincoln. Call 402-499-3873.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Husker fans, baseball is back in Lincoln, and it's time to get your tickets to Nebraska baseball. Catch great matchups all season long as the Huskers take on some of the top teams in the Big Ten, including Indiana, USC, and Iowa. Plus, don't miss midweek action against in-state rival Creighton and regional matchups with Kansas and Kansas State. Bring the whole family. General admission tickets start at just $10 or grab reserved seats for $15. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action this season. Get your tickets today by visiting huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED. Hey fellas, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. So here's your friendly reminder that ignoring your gut isn't a strategy on the field or in real life. Once you hit 45, screening isn't optional anymore. It can literally save your life. Advanced medical imaging makes it easy with fast, comfortable CT colonography. No hospital hoops, no all-day ordeal. Just a simple scan that helps you stay ahead of the game. Talk to your doctor about getting your screening ordered at AMI and keep yourself in the lineup for the long run. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Short segment before we get in the hour or two. Peter Kobelt he's got a meeting. First things first. He's got a meeting, so he's going to pop on with Austin at 3. There we go. 3 o'clock. Peter Kobelt. So he's going to do that for him along the way. And again, special shout out, Howler Comedy Club. There are some, like if you want to meet Adam Carolla, they've got VIP packages and tickets available. The later show sold out. You can drive to Norfolk, but I think that's sold out too. So the 4 o'clock is going to be the thing, right? And that's post basketball, post spring game. It's all of those things. So opportunity. And listen, Comedy Giant is appropriate. That the guy, his life of, how most people have a resume of what they've done and all the things that they've done. And if you go back to his shows with Dr. Drew, if you go back to his stuff on MTV, you go back to his stuff on VH1, then you get into Spike TV, then you get into creating, doing radio, Kevin and the Bean out west, doing that. His relationships with all the big stars, assisting Jimmy Kimmel along the way, how comics really kind of land and work together, and then him creating a space. And Bach, tell me if it sounds familiar. Creating a space where different people can come in and share ideas, and making it available to people.
Yeah,
listen. There are people who can just be about them, and then there are people who can want other people to get theirs. Carolla, for whatever you think about him as a stand-up or an artist, as an actor, he's done all the work and the heavy lifting. And if you're into carpentry and fixer up, house rebuilds, go find Carolla's stuff online. Like as he said, he was a carpenter. Think about that, Bach. He was a carpenter, and he ends up being one of the comedy giants. That's a pretty good 3 that he listed. Bach, let's cut that and share that for him. But what if are you a stand-up guy? Are you a comedy guy?
Yeah, I mean, I probably not the top level one, but I enjoy comedy, sure.
So if there was somebody coming to town who would get Bach out of the house and to watch him or her, who would it be? Who would you go and see? Like, who would you be excited about seeing?
Oh man, now you're putting me on the spot and I can't think of his name. Give me a second.
Yeah. Most comics I've seen, Chappelle, Dave Attell's a great live comic. Of course, Brett Ernst is one of my current favorites. My partner Griff, and what he does. Chris and Tony Rock, the Torrey brothers. lady comics, there's a bunch, man. Caroline Ray makes me howl at the moon. She makes me just laugh because I think she just gets it. Sarah Silverman makes me laugh. Amy Schumer makes me laugh, quite frankly. And I know that doesn't butter everybody's bread, but it does. What'd you figure out?
I was trying to think of the name. So I did see Louis C.K. When he came to town. He was canceled at the time. I don't know if you can get uncanceled, but canceled Louis C.K. was interesting.
I think he's done a fair job to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Songbird says Fortune Feemster. Yeah, and the fact that Fortune may be the nicest person in comedy. Fortune Feemster may be genuinely one of the kindest people doing stand-up. Like the most, just if you go to a show, she's going to hug you and laugh with you, and she's going to make you laugh harder after the show than during the show. Like, she's just that good. Gabriel Iglesias is another one. It's good stuff along the way. You guys can text in and tell us who your favorite comics are. Maybe it'll give Cody over at Howler some folks to recruit. He's got some. They just announced Paul Rodriguez, who is another great. He's a legend. He's coming. So, that's a very good one.
Yeah, they're getting some big names over there.
Yeah, it's happening. Shout out to Cody and the gang at Beer House and Howler Comedy Club. It's there in the basement. So if you know Beer House, you know where the comedy club is. So we'll do that. We'll go to break. Second hour, 101 coming up.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Gentlemen, are you ready for something beyond the ordinary haircut? At Scissors and Scotch Lincoln, they blend your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. Sink into a comfy chair, unwind with a complimentary drink, and let their master barbers handle the rest. It's not just grooming, it's an experience. Whether you're prepping for a big meeting, needing to get cleaned up before family comes to town, or just need a little time to yourself, Scissors and Scotch Lincoln delivers sharp style every time. Book now at Scissors and Scotch in Lincoln, just south of 30th and Yankee Hill Road.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm. In the afternoon, high around 70. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a light wind, low around 47. Tomorrow, we'll see most of the sunny skies return with a light breeze. Be hot. In the afternoon, high near 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Coppell. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. Or $13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at koppelcars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G1739777 with approved credit.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966.
On March 28th, get ready for a doubleheader day of volleyball. First, Baxter Arena turns green as Love Nebraska faces Love Salt Lake at 4:30 p.m. for a green out. Be sure to wear your best green outfit, bring the energy, and watch as every point builds off the crowd. Then be sure to stick around as the Creighton Blue Jays take on the Omaha Mavericks for a spring volleyball match. That means you get to experience your favorite pros and favorite college athletes all in one day. 2 matches, 1 ticket. Grab your tickets today at lovneb.com/tickets.
Hey fellas, March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. So here's your friendly reminder that ignoring your gut isn't a strategy on the field or in real life. Once you hit 45, screening isn't optional anymore. It can literally save your life. Advanced medical imaging makes it easy with fast, comfortable CT colonography. No hospital hoops, no all-day ordeal. Just a simple scan that helps you stay ahead of the game. Talk to your doctor about getting your screening ordered at AMI and keep yourself in the lineup for the long run.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is the Adam Carricker Show.
Position right of the quarterback, out of the shotgun, 1st and 20. Jailbreak screen in the air. It is tipped. It is intercepted by Carricker.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Hour number 2 on a Tuesday. Carricker's back Thursday. I'll be Lionheart Live tomorrow, 1 to 3. I will be on the road. I may, if I get to Houston on time, I can stream in as well. But we'll figure that out in the morning, Bach. Right, sir. We'll figure it out.
All right.
We'll figure it out. Who knows? Live from Houston. Live from the Sweet 16, words that have never been said in Lincoln, Nebraska on air. Live from the Sweet 16. Coverage of the Huskers. The Huskers are going down tonight, I believe. Later today was kind of how it was described vaguely. To get down there, they'll get a practice in today. Maybe they got it in this morning. They'll get a shootout in the Toyota Center It is a necessary thing to acclimate yourself. Different shooting environments, different shooting windows, different backgrounds for shooting certainly plays into it, and being prepared. And remember, it was pointed out to me, and Bach, tell me what you think. It was pointed out to me because some friends, some hoop friends, were talking about Cinderella. They were talking about Cinderella, and immediately my head went to the Huskers. Like that's the Cinderella story of all Cinderella stories in my mind. But he goes, "Hey, bro, y'all are favored." Like, y'all are favored, and it's Iowa. Not exactly on your level. And it's not like they've been dominating in basketball either. The last time it's been at least 10 years since they've been the Sweet 16, right?
Yeah, last time they were in the Sweet 16 was 1999, actually.
Right. So it's been a minute. Right? So what's the bigger story? Huskers in the Sweet 16, Iowa being in Sweet 16.
Well, I think it's Nebraska because of the history behind it, but I was not one that understood the Fran McCaffrey firing. He struggled there a little bit there at the end to kind of live up to the standard, but he's a guy that had, Luka Garza and Keegan Murray and, going back for like Peter Jog, all these different players over the years, National Player of the Year, All-Americans, but he never got to the Sweet 16. And so the frustration kind of mounted up there. And then Ben McCollum comes in 1 year. After 15 years of Fran McCaffrey, like I said, with varying levels of success, but certainly not invisible, getting to the Sweet 16, going beyond what he could do, it's quite a story itself. And obviously defending up, beating the defending national champion is on the way to do it.
Yeah, I kind of felt like I didn't want to give Iowa credit, and I didn't want to make Thursday about Iowa. Jake Sorensen is profound in making. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's about Iowa." I was like, "No, it's not." Like, if there was a way to speak about Thursday's Sweet 16 matchup without talking about them, that would be my mission the rest of the week. To make it not about them. It's entirely about the Huskers, entirely about this roster, entirely about the movement, entirely about the culture, entirely about the season, entirely about the opportunity. Bach, is that possible? Is that possible?
It's definitely possible. It depends on what way you want to do it. I do agree that you can go like too far down at the road into the Iowa sphere, I suppose, because I've seen questions like, if Nebraska loses, isn't that going to be the worst way to lose? Wouldn't that be the worst to lose to Iowa? And I'm thinking, you're still in the Sweet 16. I mean, you've exercised all your demons. It's the best season in history. If you're in this, at some point you're going to fall. You're not going to love whatever that happens to. If it happens to be Iowa, then so be it. That's a team that can beat you. We've already seen it. But as I said, like exercising your demons, there's a lot of demons from Iowa as a program coming over from Nebraska. So all these demons that have been exercised, maybe there could be just one more. And Nebraska basketball has faced all of these and knocked them down so far this year. So this could just be, how about this? Instead of thinking about what if we lose, what if you win? What if you beat Iowa and send them packing in their best season since 1999, or at least closest chance they won a championship since 1999, and just add that as part of the great season that was.
Bach, you just captured where my head is entirely about this thing. And I've been saying it for weeks, and it drives me crazy. I said, I have zero time and space for the negative Nebraska fans. It's too good you've made too good of a soup, man. You've made too good of a meal to just pour salt into it. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. This season, this team, this culture, this feeling is too good to Iowa it down. Like, don't do it. It's not necessary. A part of the great story that is, think about Indiana and all the ghosts and all the things that it had to chase and people just going, well, they've never beaten you. Can't beat Ohio State. Can't beat Michigan. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And yeah, you will. Like, to circle this thing, I just needed a place and a space to just celebrate this season, this team, this weekend, this game, this story. Because that's the story. That you don't have to live in this. Look, we've got a text line filled with people who 3 weeks ago told us, just win a game first. How dare you dream about anything bigger than that? Forget about the whole season. Forget about the second seed. Forget about the 20-game win streak. Forget about all those things. None of it's going to matter. None of this matters if you don't win the first round game. No, it mattered then. And that's why it matters now. The 20 wins was a reason why you could get all behind. And then it's, well, I won't mention names, but there were texters who were like, DP, you're setting everybody up for heartbreak. We're going to lose in the first round, and none of this is going to be egg on our faces. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's not how the universe works. And there are no promises to it, and there's no commitment to it. But why would you not just spend your time? There are 16 programs in the country who have the opportunity to play Thursday and Friday. 8 of them will advance to this weekend. 8. I can allow everybody else. How many teams are there in Division I, Bob?
Oh, boy, 300 plus?
Right? 300 plus, and you're in the top percentage. Ride. Texter says this, how do you feel the fans will travel to Houston compared to OKC, especially with Iowa being our opponent Thursday evening? I don't know. I'm going to ask the text line. How many of you on the text line, just tell me where you're going to be watching Thursday's game. Tell me where you're watching. Are you flying to Houston 9 hours from Lincoln to Houston? Are you driving to Houston? Are you flying to Houston? Are you watching at home? Are you watching at a bar? What do you do? Bach, will you watch it at home out of comfort, or do you want to be around people?
It depends, especially with the the Saturday. If it's the spring game, I might, just make it a whole social type of day and go out. But I generally like to watch it. One of those weird guys. I guess I like broadcasting a little bit. I like to listen to the broadcast. So I generally like to watch
Thursday?
it at home.
Where will you watch Thursday?
Probably at home.
At home, right? What's the perfect meal? What do you? What's the perfect beat Iowa meal?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. You probably got to include the Hawkeyes in there, so maybe some sort of chicken or something.
Texas says, I'll be at home. 77-inch screen. Is that the biggest? What's the biggest screen?
I've seen like 80,
home
there's
screen.
like 84s, aren't there? Yeah.
Anybody tell you? I mean, you know anybody with an 84?
I don't. It's crazy, expensive. How expensive those giant TVs used to be. Now they're not so bad anymore. So they're pretty affordable for folks.
Yeah, I think it's there. Bone says this: if they are Nebraska fans, there's nothing to be negative about. It's a season no one will forget. I mean, that to me makes all the sense in the world. That makes all the sense to me in the world, because this is the type of season that folklore is built on. Like this is. I mean, we have to remember, Hoosiers didn't win a national title. They just won a state title, bro. Buck. I mean, we remember that, right? Like, it's really a thing, right? No, Eric, there is no if. They're not going to. You don't get to do. That's just it. Now, again, Eric, I say this. I don't know who hurt you. Therapy is okay. Go get counseling. Talk it out with somebody. Find a couch, close your eyes, and just find your pain. Find the source of your pain.
What I'm interested in, though, is because I know a couple buddies that went down to OKC, had the absolute time of their life. I asked them, hey, top 5 sports event. They said number 1, not even close. This was the best.
Right.
Then I asked them if they're going to Houston. No, you got jobs, there's affordability levels for different people. And so this is kind of the middle ground. Like, if Nebraska makes the Final Four, there's people that I'll quit my job, I take out money from my retirement, and I'll go to the Final Four. There's a once in a lifetime opportunity, right? And then there's the opening round, which was, obviously history was going to be made, all that sort of stuff. This is kind of in the middle ground. Nothing's guaranteed, but if you have to be choosy about where you're going to go, I wonder if there are folks waiting back and saying, you know what, I'm gonna hold my breath, see if they make the Final Four. I will do that, but maybe can't afford to do it all.
Where's the Final Four this
year? Let me look that.
It's reachable. It's reachable. It's drivable. It's actually drivable. And this is why I say, that I hate to think about it that way, because I do not want buckets on the bracket.
Oh, it is. It's in Indy. Okay.
I kept waiting for you just to grab the paper.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. That it's in Indy, right?
Yeah.
Drivable. How far is the drive to Indy?
That's a long one, but yeah, drivable.
No, we had people drive the ticket van to Indy for Big Ten Media. Several years. So driving
9 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, we drove to Indy. So we understand that. Like, I think it's in the space. So how many people are going is the question. And you have to make sure that you don't oversell and overshoot, right? OKC, that's why they wanted the Huskers in OKC, so they could drive to it. I don't know that it's that much difference driving the 5.5 hours. Well, here's the problem with Bach deserves a press pass. Send him. Here's how this works, and people don't understand how it works. So these are NCAA events now. These are not Husker athletic events. These are NCAA events. And the NCAA, the credential portal for that requires that you attend the majority of games in your home market under their watch and their approval first before they will approve you for NCAA. So now I can say this, I'm not that far away from putting more people in the credential pool locally, but I don't control who Nebraska Athletics lets cover events. I can send them a list and they will tell you that's too many, that's, perfect or otherwise. To tell you that, okay, so case in point, I will not be credentialed for Houston by Nebraska. By Nebraska. Because we were told that we had to max out at 2. Now, on a personal level and professional level, I say openly and freely that 93.7 The Ticket does and has covered Nebraska basketball with more man hours and resource than everybody else combined. Period. 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are folks who are just getting into the Nebraska basketball postgame business. Bach, how long have how long has The Ticket been in the Nebraska basketball postgame business?
Quite a bit of time.
6 years?
Yeah.
6 years. And now, now that they're winning, they love you. Now that they're winning, there are folks from all over the state. There are all sorts of people who are all about the postgame show. We were there when you weren't good, when it wasn't going well, wasn't wasn't easy. It wasn't celebratory. It wasn't fun. But we did it because Husker fans deserved a place to meet. And whether it's to commiserate or celebrate, they could do either in one place. And then we were consistent about it. We have been consistent about it. Now here come the podcasters. Now here come the content creators. Now here come the writers that want to be talkers. Just because you can write doesn't mean you could talk it. Storytelling is a different deal. But we're told we can only do 2. Okay. So my thing is this. Austin Orman has done an exceptional job covering Husker basketball. Nick Sainer does a great job as well. Jake Sorensen has done a great job to round up support for the coverage, right? For the coverage. So being the boss, it made more sense for me to get out of the way. Now, I chose to put my credential name in wrestling. And by the way, Buck, how many of the same folks who swear that they are Husker through and through, how many of them, how many media folks of all these Husker this and Husker that, and we are Big Red this and Big Red that, how many of them were at Nebraska Big Ten, were at Big Ten wrestling and NCAA wrestling? What number comes to mind? Yeah, you love them that much.
The one-on-one, is that what
How
this
many
is?
how much of the Husker media that exists across the state talks tennis, men's and women's, gymnastics, soccer, bowling, swimming and diving? They couldn't identify the people in a lineup. But we get restricted because of you wanting friends and family in? Okay, cool. None of my business. But the fans deserve that, and the people deserve it. So I'm getting out of the way for it. Jake and Austin will be the credentialed media. I'll be down there hanging out. But here's the thing. It makes some sense that in a perfect world next year, you know who I'd like to send to games? Jay Foreman, Bill Bush, Adam Carricker. Just to have those conversations. We would get different information, wouldn't we? But is there anything you or I could see that Jay, Adam, and Bill Bush and Farley would see? Different level.
Different lens, yeah.
Different lens, right? Wouldn't that be ideal?
It'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah. In full. So, yeah, I would love to send it. Would love to send it. We're sending the folks we can. Right? Shane says this, oh, man, can you imagine a Big Red takeover of the Final Four? Our fan base would just be lock number one, indisputable best fans forever. Depends on who else is there. Duke shows. Duke ain't going to let you have it. If they get there, Duke's not going quietly. Arizona's not going quietly.
Is there enough? I know all the focus is on Iowa. There's a chance if Nebraska wins there, they're going to be playing Houston in Houston. I haven't heard a whole lot about it.
So, having been a resident of Houston, been in that space, I've gone to way too many Houston Cougar basketball games. I've had Kelvin Sampson in my high school gym at practice watching players and talking basketball. I've been at his camp. I've worked his camps, the whole shebang. Their fans get down in their own way. And listen, that Houston basketball game is long, man. You got to go back. Do you know the greatest coach in Houston basketball history?
Off the top of my head.
Oh, Bach. he was a dressy gentleman, known for his plaid Houston Cougar red and white blazer. He was the force behind Phi Slamma Jamma. Houston basketball, they played in the greatest college game ever. You know, that's the greatest game ever, right? UCLA, Houston, Lou Alcindor versus Elvin Hayes in the old Astrodome. The first of the satellite broadcasts. In the big arena. Killing the greatest winning streak in college basketball history. That's Houston Cougars. That's where you're walking into. They've hosted the national championship several times. They know their basketball, they know their hoops, and they love it. They are not going to go easy into this good night. They are not going to play second fiddle to Nebraska. Nebraska will have some work to do to get ownership of that building, even with a win. So imagine. Now, I could see Houston rooting for Nebraska Thursday. But Houston beats Illinois. Sir, Saturday night's going to be something. I'm rooting for that. A part of me also wants to see Nebraska to Illinois in the Elite Eight. I'm okay either way. But Houston is not going quietly, my friend. That basketball history in Houston, it's a real thing. We'll talk ticket prices when we come back, because those are some numbers, Bach. Those are some numbers. More one-on-one. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, heating, and air,
and electrical.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for their 14th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an exclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, they're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Husker fans, baseball is back in Lincoln, and it's time to get your tickets to Nebraska baseball. Catch great matchups all season long as the Huskers take on some of the top teams in the Big Ten, including Indiana, USC, and Iowa. Plus, don't miss midweek action against in-state rival Creighton and regional matchups with Kansas and Kansas State. Bring the whole family. General admission tickets start at just $10 or grab reserved seats for $15. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action this season. Get your tickets today by visiting huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm. The afternoon high around 70. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a light wind, low around 47. Tomorrow, we'll see most of the sunny skies return with a light breeze. Be hot. The afternoon high near 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
MWR, a local company of Lincoln, is proud to announce they are able to offer their own post-frame building packages in metal to anyone desiring a building, whether you're a contractor or a DIYer. They can install your building as always, and they offer multiple different rib profiles and loads of color options, including the wood grain metal at great competitive prices. You can inquire at mwrbuildingandfence.com or just draw your desired building and submit it in their contact us page, and they'll get back to you. Call MWR today at 402-540-8966. Tired of your furnace running overtime this winter? Let Heartland of Nebraska Windows save the day. Upgrade to stunning, energy-saving triple-pane vinyl windows installed by their team of experts. Every window comes with a lifetime warranty on everything, all for a price you can actually afford. Free estimates, flawless replacements, and peace of mind from a family-owned business you can trust. Don't wait. Call Heartland of Nebraska Windows at 402-430-3852 or visit heartlandofnebraskawindows.com today.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Husker Nation, under a groove. Getting down to Houston just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. So we're doing the march just to see what, if you're going, right? If you're going, if you do not have tickets, just for Thursday, Now you're getting two games for the price of one. Right, so we understand. We have to say that out loud.
I don't know if it'll be the price of one, but yeah, for one ticket.
Well, no, I mean that's just it. Here's the thing: it's a session, so the ticket sales are based on the session, and the session there's session 1, and then there's session 2. Session 1 Thursday, early on, right? 4 teams, 2 games, Nebraska, Iowa, and then Houston, Illinois. And it is a home game for Houston in location, but it's not in the arena. This is not the arena that they normally play in. So different sight lines, different habits, different things, right? Got to dress different. It's shared space. So you have 4 teams sharing, kind of maneuvering in the hallways in the back area, but Toyota Center is built for it. So, okay, fine. Text line, let me know if you're going and do you have tickets? Web Blanket says, yeah, Guy Lewis. Guy Lewis was that. So Phi Slamma Jamma, Bach, can you name, how many of the Phi Slamma Jamma starters can you name for Houston?
Not many of them. I mean, I know Akeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler went back there, but not many more than that.
Oh, basketball, Bach. Do you know how that team did?
I know that they, along with last year, so last year Houston was, obviously 2 points away from the national title. They've been chasing that title, since the dunk at the end, right? That was the NC State dunk at the buzzer that cost them the title, and so Houston still does not have one. Imagine that. We talk about rimming out the half court shot. Imagine losing on a dunk and
on
then
an air ball.
Yeah, on an air ball.
On an air ball.
A dunk.
You talk about the Tanner from Vanderbilt having to live with that thing spinning out. But imagine 2 of the greatest 30 players ever on the same team in college losing to an air ball. Do you know that their freshman year they lost to North Carolina? They lost to North Carolina in the freshman year. They lost to NC State. They lost to Georgetown. They lost to Patrick Ewing, Reggie Williams, David Wingate, Michael Jackson, Hoyas team. They battled Kentucky. They battled this was a run, right? Of what was going on. So there was Akeem in the middle. Larry Michaud, who was their enforcer. He was their tough guy. They called him Mr. Mean, by the way, one of the great basketball nicknames. Phi Slamma Jamma, you had the Dream, Clyde the Glide, Mr. Mean. They had some guys. Poor Alvin Franklin, who missed 4 of the biggest free throws in college basketball history. Fuck. The poor guy. Oh my God, they were there. Fuck, again, it's one thing to lose by a shot that rims out, another to lose on an air ball. It's another to lose on the air ball because you couldn't make free throws. You missed free throws. Reed Geddes, Benny Anders came off the bench for them as well. David Rose was their 7th man, and Guy Lewis was the coach. But yeah, you're talking about having 2. I don't know that we have that era like that, where guys go to a school because they don't stay. Akeem didn't stay as full time, but I'll ask your opinion. How much do you know about Clyde Drexler?
More from his Trailblazers,
right?
His pro career, yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and there's no wrong answer. But if Michael Jordan doesn't exist, is Clyde Drexler then the best 2 in history? Because if Drexler plays in any other era, he's the guy. Like Akeem, if he doesn't play in the Jordan era, right? Because they won the titles the 2 years that Jordan doesn't play, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't win those titles if Jordan plays. Akeem doesn't win the titles then. Drexler was on level with Jordan. except for he couldn't beat Jordan in the critical moments. Two of the 50 greatest players to ever do it. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy along the way. Tickets. And I asked the text line if there was anybody that was going. Yeah, he's there. Okay, we got 7432 says tickets already purchased, so I will see you down there. Penny was good. Yeah, even in the NBA, he was there. I'm a huge Drexler fan. 6493 says he has tickets, section 126, both sessions. 6493, come up, introduce yourself, because I think that's where we're going to be. I think we're in the same section. He's going down with his daughter. If you can drive to it, it's more affordable. There's no question. You're willing to drive the 9 hours. Not sure what the gas. You're going to spend $200 in gas? 300?
Of course, the man hours. I think it takes close to like 13 hours to drive down there, doesn't it?
I thought it was closer than that.
From what I'm Googling, it could be wrong, but 12 hours and 40 minutes. The 9 hours was the Indianapolis drive.
Yes. 12 hours to Houston. Becky's made that drive. As a matter of fact, when we were moving here, she made that drive because we had a house in Houston. We'll ask her what that. She did well once she got to Oklahoma. It was just getting to Oklahoma that made it a little more difficult. But for the first session, and it depends on where you want to get your tickets. And of course, there are fees attached to it. Just for grins and giggles, section 417, upper bowl, end of basket. So you're at one end of the court. In row 15, which is the last row in the building. That is the highest you can sit. Row 15, section 417. Bach, what do you think it costs you for 2 tickets to sit? These are the cheapest tickets available.
Let's say $800.
No, it's better than that. $500
for 2 tickets.
No, each.
Okay, yeah.
$500 each. So you're going to spend $1,000. You're going to spend $200 a night in hotel to stay 25 minutes away. So $1,000. You're going to spend. Let's say you're going to go Wednesday night and Thursday night. Let's just say for game 1, session 1. So 2 nights. So let's say $400, $500 for a hotel, $1,000 for a pair of tickets. Travel. So if you're driving, $400 in gas.
Yeah, and if you're flying more than that,
$1,000 a person. $1,000. Even on our favorite convenient airline out of Omaha, it's $500 plus each way.
So probably renting a car too, potentially. I would say.
Well, if you're staying 25 minutes away from the stadium, you better rent a car.
Right. You don't want to put it on your own
Houston
car.
is not doing that. No, Houston don't love you like that. Then their roads are not set up for you to no, you need to do that. If you did the same thing on Ticketmaster, let's go to Ticketmaster. Back row, cheapest per ticket cost, $562 each. Ooh-wee. Wow. Yeah, that's a price tag for you. That's a price tag for you. Man. I'm going to find out what it is for. So if they win, when they win, what Saturday's tickets cost. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll get that. We'll close out one-on-one when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warm. The afternoon high around 70. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and a light wind, low around 47. Tomorrow, we'll see most of the sunny skies return with a light breeze. Be hot. The afternoon high near 89. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Grant Wister. I spent a lot of years trusting teammates to do their job so I could do mine. That's the same thing I wanted to build with Champ Roofing, a group you can just trust to handle it. Roof damage, siding, gutters, inspections, and repairs, we cover it all. Headquartered in Lincoln, but serving the whole state. Champ Roofing is your choice for premium roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
A part of why we do what we do, where we do it. I said I wanted to be downtown. I wanted to be right near campus. I wanted to be at the corner of 11th. I wanted to be bright, big, bold. Because you have to allow people the opportunity to be a part of what you're doing. And we invite people in. Special guest time, folks, boys and girls. Special jump to this. If you're not on the video streams, it'd be a really good time to get on. The room just got better looking. That's for sure. The room got better looking. I will allow these two young ladies to introduce themselves. Please.
Oh, thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Andy Jackson. I don't know where to look.
We have cameras everywhere, okay, so you're there. You're there.
I'm a senior middle blocker from Colorado. Hi, everyone. I'm Bergen Riley, and I'm a senior setter from South Dakota.
Yes. Players of the year type vibe in the ticket. They were here they have a meeting. I, of course, was pitching and selling. It is time for them to do podcasts and radio. It is absolutely available for them to tell stories along the way. They want to talk hoops.
Yes.
Sweet 16, Huskers. Okay, so as Huskers, what does it mean to you to watch this team have the kind of success they're having?
It is so special. I think we all know like how hard we work as athletes, and we know how hard that we work as the volleyball team, and we obviously get a lot of praise for it, but I've seen how hard the basketball team works too, and they haven't really gotten as much praise for it, so it's so awesome seeing that they get all this recognition now.
This is the thing about having Andy here as well. Often I use the Sorry Miss Jackson theme, so we need that now. I have to bring that and load that in. What are your thoughts on the Husker basketball season?
I'm super excited for them. I mean, obviously I don't have the connection like Bergen does, but getting to watch from an outside perspective, like she said, watching them get that recognition and the praise that they deserve is super exciting. And we just talked about it this morning at breakfast. Like, it's exciting that Husker sports are doing so good. Not that we haven't in the past, but now you see that baseball just got ranked, and now Nebraska men's basketball, they're going to the Sweet 16. And obviously our volleyball program has been super legendary. So it's really exciting watching all of our sports excel at what they do, because like Bergen said, everyone puts in so much effort, and we see those athletes every single day, and you see them like grinding every single day. So to watch them get that recognition that they deserve is super special.
What's the key to Husker success athletically? What is it?
I mean, we got a damn good training table.
Right? It has to be said, to be spoiled rotten. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we have an amazing training table. We have amazing support staff everywhere you go. You know, they care about you as a person, as an athlete. We have resources for mental health and the psychological side, which I think really sets us apart. So they just take care of us as a whole, not only just as an athlete.
It is a special time. Big weekend. Normally, volleyball has its red and white game the same time as football. That's not going to be the case this year. So there's that. Talk to me about beach volleyball and what it's done for this program and how you manage.
Yeah, I think beach volleyball is huge for us. It's a different vibe. It gives you a little more of a chill vibe. You get to kind of laugh and take it a little less serious, but we also get to still compete, and it's tough. It's good conditioning for us. We have lots of conditioning during beach, so it's good conditioning, and but it's also a little easier on our bodies. We're not hitting the hardwood every other play, so
it's also just a good selling point. We get to go to a couple tropical trips every year. We usually get to go to Hawaii. We didn't this year, but it's always fun to hear as a recruit too. So I really love beach, and me and Andy are officially retired. So we had a lot of fun in our 4 years beach.
Thank you for making time and for allowing yourselves to come in and do this. We'll ask you before we let you get out here and get to your meeting. I need both of you to tell us how this Thursday battle against Iowa is going to go. Give us predictions for Husker basketball Thursday.
They're going to win by 90.
Goes by 90! This is how you know it's Husker royalty. Skurs by 90. Ladies, thank you for making time. And this will not be the last time we have you guys down here. We really want to make this happen.
Thank you.
So
Thank
it
you
is
so
the
much.
thing.
Thank you.
Do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. It is Bach and the Hall of Famer, Black Shirt, Terrell Farley. They will take you through to 3 o'clock. It's a busy Tuesday. As a matter of fact, their assistant head coach will be here at 7, Jalen Reyes. It's a full day on the ticket. Don't go anywhere. We appreciate y'all.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because